Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Darshush and I'm a BTech Computer Science and Engineering graduate, and I'm currently working as a developer in a tech company. The agenda for this video is discussing constructors and instances. So without any further ado, let's get started with that. So what is in case you haven't watched the previous video, please do so because this is a continuation of that video, and if you haven't watched that, it would be hard for you to understand what's exactly going on in this video. Yeah, in the previous video, we learned about classes and objects and how classes basically act as a blueprint for creating an object. So in our previous example, what we did was just take a look at that example. So here I have a class and an object. If I do this, I'm getting the brand and the color of that car what I'm building here. Let's take another car, my car 2, also an instance of that class. If I do the exact same thing which I'm doing again, if I run this code again, what I'm getting is Toyota black, which doesn't make sense because each car should have something different, right? I mean, each object would differ, then each object would differ from each other in some way or the other, except some cases, like if you're working in a car manufacturing company, case is different, but you get the point of what I'm trying to say. So in real life application, we usually want different objects to have different data. Like if I already own a black Toyota, then I wouldn't want a black Toyota anymore. Would probably go for a white Tesla or something like that, or a BMW, whatever. So to make this, you get the point, right? That these classes are basically repeating properties, and to avoid that, we'll have to perform some stuff, which is something which we call constructors and instances. Let's the next slide. I gave a really brief of what we did in the last video. Yeah, let's move on with the next slide. The problem. So as we observe here, car.brand would always be resulting in Toyota unless I happen to change it beforehand. Try that. R2. Let's call now it has changed, which I had to do it manually instead of doing it when I declare the class. For that, take the constructors into play. I'll remove this example for now. I'll clear this and let's study what we can do on now. So what is a constructor? Constructor is basically a special method that runs automatically whenever a new object is created. Method is basically a function we normally use in Python. So whenever an object is created, the constructor is called, and that performs some or the other action which makes the object unique and a bit different than the other objects. So in Python, the constructor is this thing, underscore init underscore and then brackets. This method basically allows us to pass values while creating objects. Let's take a look at how we do that. Right? Let's try class car that we have def and inside the parentheses we'll take some parameters, self, brand and color. What does self do? So self basically assigns the value during the object creation process. The only purpose of self. So self dot brand and self dot color would be color. Now let's try with this template object. Try with car1 car. Like this we can directly put, and color should be. I do again. Let's call white on. Let's try and execute that. Get nothing. R1. What will do? Print out R1 dot brand R1. Same for R2. Then that active and white BMW, what we get as this is like more of a sculpting kind of thing. There's some lines of code, obviously. Yeah, that's how we use constructor. This constructor. Let's move forward with the slide. Next slide. Slide is creating objects with constructor. We already saw this. Actually, I've used the same example in PPT as well. Moving on, accessing the instances outside of the class. We have done this before, as you can. So yeah, there's no difference accessing variables without a constructor and with the constructor. It's basically the process. To the next part, what are instance variables? So instance variables are variables that belong to a specific object instance. It's not like the class attributes which we have used in the previous video. So again, you've not watched it, please do. It's not like that. They basically store unique data for each object. I hope that's clear. I guess. So in Python, instance variables are created using the self keyword, as we here. This one. So yeah, that's how we work with instance variables. Let's move on to the slide, which is takeaways of this video. Nearing the end of this video. If you haven't liked the video so far, please do. Please subscribe to the channel as well, because we have like subscribers so far, and we already have a course out. It's called Python for Absolute Beginners. Take a look at our channel. We have 33 subscribers so far, starting with this oops course. This is something of C outline for this entire course. We have this course out already. Community post as well. Says, should I start learn in public kind of content, which I learn each day, and I post what I have learned. If you want me to do that, just let me know here. Do that. Really interested in doing. Yeah. So let's move with key takeaways of this video. So let's quickly summarize everything. We have seen in this video. The constructor runs automatically when the object is created. In Python we define it using the init method. The self keyword refers to the current object, and the instance variables allows each object to store its own unique data. Hope everything is clear so far. If you have any doubts, just ask me in the comments and I'll make sure to respond to them. And now comes the most important part of this video, which is code challenge. Yeah, do that on our channel. So what a code challenge basically is, I give you a challenge, you have to complete that challenge, you put the code inside the comments. I review those codes, they are appropriate and if they work. So yeah, that's code challenge for you guys. The problem statement, you can read through it, I'll read it out aloud as well. So the problem statement is to create a Python class called BankAccount, and there are some of the requirements for that. You should have a constructor. The constructor should initialize two instance variables, which is account holder and balance. Create two bank account objects with different values, and you'll have to print the account holder name and balance for each object. Pretty much like whatever we have seen in this video. There's nothing huge of a difference. Yeah, that's the if you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to stay consistent with this YouTube thing. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye then, learning and have fun.